All right, everybody, welcome. So grateful for your presence today. And I'd like to talk about the energy of self compassion today. And thank you for your presence. Thank you for being here. And surprise, it's summertime, right? Summer's associated with a yang energy, which is a dynamic force of expansion, growth, and outward movement. Now, rooted in the season's bright sunlight and abundant warmth, this energy promotes creativity, sociability, and vitality. In the traditional Chinese medicine, summer is ruled by the fire element, which you can truly feel here in Florida, represented by a flame burning bright and upward. Right? So this translates to a season of abundance, of peak activity, and self-expression. The energy of summer also connects to the heart, governing emotional well-being and joy. So it's a perfect time to nurture enthusiasm, connection, and spiritual awareness. Right? And the heart chakra. The heart chakra, is about that summer energy. The summer energy is intimately linked to the heart center, which really integrates the mind and the body. It's that middle point in the body. And it's associated with expansion and growth. This time of the year encourages taking up space, stepping into confidence, and celebrating our interpersonal relationships. And it acts as a counterweight to the inward resting energy of winter. The invitation is cultivating and channeling compassionate energy of the heart, anchoring and amplifying loving kindness with the intention of igniting positive power sources. Self-compassion entails being warm and understanding toward ourselves. Self-compassionate people recognize that being imperfect, and they tend to be gentle with themselves when confronted with painful experiences, right? Rather than getting angry when life falls short of our ideals, right? That set of ideals that we carry. People cannot always be or get exactly what they want. And when this reality is denied or fought against, it can lead to suffering. That can also increase stress, frustration, and things like self-criticism. But when this reality is accepted with empathy and kindness, greater emotional balance is experienced, right? And I loved this from Loving Mindful, the components of practicing self-compassion, and of course the benefits of it too. So today we're going to practice a little time travel with the self-compassion generating meditation. So I invite you to join me, and I just want to remind you to connect with your inner guide. And if some or all of this guided meditation doesn't work for you, you can simply do your own thing, maybe just some deep breathing and relaxing. Okay? So sit in a comfortable, still posture now, right? You can sense comfort and support. Using our physical body lets us stabilize and build subtle energy by paying gentle attention to your breathing cycle, right? And as we tune into that, you can close your eyes. That feels right for you. Feel all of the support that your body is receiving now from your chair, from your environment. And let's just tune into the breath. There's no need to modify the way that you breathe. Simply notice what it feels like as the breath enters and leaves your body. Allow yourself to be fully present. Sense all of the sensations of this breath. Sink in and surrender to all phases of the breath. Notice the beginning of the in-breath, followed by the middle, and then the end of the in-breath. Notice the beginning of the out-breath, then the middle, followed by the end of the out-breath. And if your mind is still busy, that's okay. Just gently guide your awareness back to your next breath in. Notice how good it feels to breathe in and how relaxing it feels to breathe out. Now let's begin the practice of self-compassion. So I invite you to join me in directing compassion now to our bodies. Our bodies carry us and allow us to connect with our world. It's one of the greatest gifts. So let's offer compassion to this miraculous body of ours. And we'll do this by just mentally, silently offer words of compassion. Right? May our bodies be relieved of difficulties. May our bodies know wellness and peace. And then focusing on the heart, may our hearts be at ease. Allow yourself to feel the care in your heart. Offering wellness and compassion for any emotional difficulties, right? Any emotional tension or stress. Bring compassion in to soften and relax the space around your heart. Good. Now bring compassion into your mind. Right? Breathe into the space of the mind and greet any mental tension or stress with care and kindness. Compassion for this busy mind. Let yourself feel the care and kindness in your mind. You can invite your thoughts to settle down and relax. Now, let's offer compassion to ourselves through the long body of time, right? So we're going to do a little bit of time travel, if that works for you. So begin to imagine yourself as your youngest self, right? Only 30 minutes old. And generate your care deeply for this youngest version of you. Right? And repeating in our minds, may any difficulties be relieved. May this youngest self know wellness and peace. And may my heart and our hearts be at ease. let's travel again in time, bringing to mind ourselves at 2 years old. And if you wish, just allow yourself to connect with any difficulties that you may be facing as a 2-year-old. Allow yourself to care deeply about this 2-year-old self. Feel that care in your heart. Breathe with that for just a moment. And repeat to yourself in your mind, may my 2-year-old difficulties be relieved. May my 2-year-old self know wellness and peace. And may our heart, our 2-year-old heart, be at ease. Now bring yourself to mind at 5 years old. And if you wish, allow yourself to connect with any difficulties that you may have faced as a 5-year-old. Connect deeply now with care in your 5-year-old self. Feel that care now in your heart. Breathing with that for this moment. And then repeating in your mind, may my 5-year-old difficulties be relieved. May my 5-year-old know wellness and peace. And may our hearts be at ease. Feeling that connection of your heart with your 5-year-old self. Bring into your mind yourself at 10 years old. And allow any difficulties that you faced as a 10-year-old. let your heart connect to this 10-year-old self. And repeat in your mind, may your difficulties be relieved. May you know wellness and peace. May our hearts be at ease. Sending great compassion now to your 10-year-old self. And if your mind is distracted, notice this. It's normal. And gently bring yourself back to the practice. Noticing distraction and letting it pass is an essential part of meditation practice. So now let's travel in time to our 15-year-old self. Let's connect with this teenaged self. If it feels right, you can let them express any challenges or difficulties that they experienced. Hold this 15-year-old self in your heart and offer compassion. Breathe together in compassion. And repeat in your mind. May your difficulties be relieved. May you know wellness and peace. May your heart be at ease. Now, imagine yourself as your 20-year-old self. And generate your care deeply for this tender version of you. Repeat in your mind, may your difficulties be relieved. May you know wellness and peace. May your heart be at ease. Now bring to mind yourself at 30 years old. allow yourself to connect with any difficulties that you faced as a 30-year-old. Invite yourself to care deeply about this 30-year-old self. Feel the care in your heart. And breathe with that for a moment. And mentally repeat, may your difficulties be relieved. May your 30-year-old self know wellness and peace. And may your heart be at ease. Now, traveling forward in time, bring to mind yourself at 40 years old. And allow yourself to connect with any difficulties that your 40-year-old self faced. Let yourself care deeply about this 40-year-old self. Feel the care in your heart. Breathe with that for a moment. And then silently, may your difficulties be relieved. May you know wellness and peace. May your heart be at ease. Now bring into your mind yourself at 50 years old. Allow yourself to remember any difficulties that you may have faced. And allow your heart to go out to this 50-year-old self. Breathing together. Repeat in your mind. May your difficulties be relieved. May you know wellness and peace. May your heart be at ease. remembering distractions are a part of the practice, noticing when they arise and gently guiding yourself back into your meditation. Let's travel now in time to our 60-year-old self. Connect with this self and allow them to express any challenges or difficulties that they experienced. Hold this 60-year-old self in your heart and offer compassion. Breathing together in compassion. Mentally, silently, may your difficulties be relieved. May you know wellness and peace. May our hearts be at ease. Now, with gratitude and grace, let's move forward, right? And bringing into our mind our 70-year-old selves, or possibly our future selves. And allow this self to express any difficulties or challenges in this time, travel, right? Allowing the 70-year-old or possibly future self express their challenges. And greet those with compassion. Allow yourself to care deeply for this self. Breathe compassion. May your difficulties be relieved. May you know wellness and peace. May our hearts be at ease. And feel free to modify the phrases to suit your preference or situation. Before we come back to this present moment, let's create a thread of compassion, right? And let's connect all these elements, right? We're going to send compassion to our half-hour-old self, right? Just visualizing yourself at 30 minutes old, connecting that thread of compassion, right? And then sending compassion, joining that 2-year-old self to our thread of compassion. And now connecting our 5-year-old self. Weaving the compassion into a thread of our 10-year-old self. Sending compassion to your 15-year-old self. And then connecting with your 20-year-old self. Sending compassion to your 30-year-old self. And joining, connecting the thread of compassion to the 40-year-old self. And then touching and holding the 50-year-old self, weaving them into the thread of compassion. And then sending compassion, threading our 60-year-old self, directing that thread of compassion through time, and then landing right into our current age self right now. Feeling that thread of compassion. Right? Allowing compassion to flow naturally into your present day self here. Allow any challenge that you're experiencing now in this human life. Just let it arise. And extend compassion to yourself in this very moment. Breathe compassion through the thread of time to all selves. And mentally repeat, may your difficulties be relieved. May you know wellness and peace. May our hearts be at ease. Allow compassion to flow naturally to all selves through time. And linger in this compassionate state, or simply allow compassion to arise for whatever state is present now. as we begin to shift our awareness back to the outside world, let's offer gratitude for this time, taking the time for yourself to go inside and work with the healing energy of self-compassion. So let's begin to deepen the breath and start to notice and become aware of the space around your body now. Feel the weight of your body. Feel all the places that your body is connected to your environment. As you inhale deeply, exhale out through your mouth. Making a sound with the breath. And then slowly and gently begin to wiggle your fingers and gently move your body intuitively, whatever way feels right for you. Let's close our practice now, bringing the palms of your hands together in the universal gesture of gratitude and thanks. Gently bowing, head to heart. Now, rub your hands together vigorously. Feel the warmth of your hands. Feel the friction and heat generating. Now, place your cupped hands over your eyes. And as we gently emerge back outside, we're going to open our eyes into our cupped hands, shielding the direct light. So when you feel ready, go ahead and lift your eyelids. Start to take in the space around you, right? Notice the light between your fingers. And when you feel ready, you can lower your hands. Namaste.